guys, so today's video is going to be a tutorial on this makeup look. It has been a hot minute since I've done a tutorial. Like, I don't even remember the last one I did. It's been too long. So today, since fall is in full swing, I wanted to create a very fall appropriate makeup look for you guys, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I had no idea what I was going to do going into this. I just knew I wanted to use this lip color, and I love how it turned out. I think it looks so pretty, and I hope you guys love it as well. And if you're interested in seeing how to get this look, then just keep watching.
Okay, so starting off, I'm going in to prime my face with the POREfessional Primer by Benefit. You guys know this is my favorite, and I'm just applying this in my T-zone to minimize the appearance of those pores. Then I do have some breakouts, so I'm going in with my Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer in the color Fair just to cover those babies up, and then I'm blending it out with my finger. Moving on to foundation, this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation, and I actually got this in a Vox box from Influencer. They kind of teamed up with Makeup Forever and had a foundation box, and so I was so excited to try their stick foundation because I really have been wanting to try it, and I love it. It goes on very velvety smooth, blends out beautifully, and has a really nice finish. This one is actually probably a shade too dark for me, but it ended up working out. It wasn't terrible, and I just made sure to blend down my neck and everything, but love this foundation. Moving on to brows, I'm using my Anastasia Dipbrow in the color Blonde, and I haven't used this in forever, but I ran out of my brow wiz, and so I pulled this guy out, and I forgot how much I loved it. So I'm just using this to fill in my brows as per usual, and then I'm moving on to priming my eyelids. I'm using the Stay Don't Stray by Benefit, and if you guys have watched my tutorials for a while, you know that I love this to prime my eyes and also clean up the under edges of my brows. And then moving on to eyeshadows, I'm using my Lorac Pro Palette, which again is one of my favorites, and I'm going in with the color Taupe, which is a really perfect brown just to go in and use as a transition shade, and that is what I'm doing here. I'm using my Sigma E40 brush just to blend this into the crease and kind of fade it upwards towards my brow bone. Then I'm going in with this red color, and I'm using my Sigma E25 brush to blend it into the outer corner as well as drag it through my crease. This is actually the first time I've ever used this shade in this palette, and I absolutely love it. I don't know why I was so hesitant before. I just saw red and I was just like not really for it, but it blends out so beautifully and it looks so pretty on the eyes. It's so perfect for fall. Again, here I'm just packing on the color and just making sure it's to the intensity that I like. And then I'm just using that same Sigma E40 brush to blend out the edges so that it blends nicely into the taupe color. Then I'm going back in with the color Gold, and I'm packing this onto my lid and bringing it just above my crease just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. And as I was packing it on, I thought it wasn't as intense as I wanted it to be. So I just sprayed my brush with MAC Fix Plus, dipped it back in there, and it made it so much more vibrant and brought it to like the intensity that I wanted it to. And I think it just looked a lot better, a little bit brighter. Then I went ahead and aligned my eyes with my Maybelline Eyestudio Gel Liner in Blackest Black. My Ride or Die liner, I love this stuff, and I'm just creating a nice wing, and I'm also tightlining my upper waterline. And then moving on to my lashes, I'm using my Benefit They're Real mascara to coat my lashes to prep for falsies, which I applied my false lashes off camera because I do have a how to apply false lash video that I will link in the down bar below. But I'm using the Kiss 11 lashes, and fun fact, I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, so they were only $1, and I absolutely love them, so go check out Dollar Tree. But moving on back to my face, I'm using my NYX Dark Circle Corrector Concealer, and I'm using this to cancel out my dark circles and then blending it out with my Beauty Blender. And then to highlight my face, I'm using my go-to MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and applying it in the center of my face, down my nose, chin, middle of my forehead, and underneath my eyes. And again, blending it out with a damp beauty blender. I just love how this looks with a beauty blender. It gives a really nice finish, and I just like how it blends out really easy. Then I'm using my Mercier Translucent setting powder to set all of that, and I'm doing a little bit of baking. I don't go hardcore with it or anything, but I did leave a little bit of extra powder under my eyes just to let that sit a little bit longer, and then I'm setting the rest of my face. Then I'm going in with my MAC Studio Fix powder in the color N5 to set the outer parts of my face. I do this in quite a few tutorials. I just like to set the outer parts of my face with a powder that actually has color, and I do like to use it in a shade a little bit darker just so that it kind of almost serves as a bronzer already, but it just kind of gives the face some structure and helps blend out when you contour and everything too. Then I'm just sweeping away that extra powder, and I'm going back in with my Nars Lagoona bronzer just to kind of bronze and contour, and then that's where the MAC powder too kind of just helps blend this all out a little better and makes it look really natural. So I'm just putting this everywhere that I would contour and just kind of bronzing up the face a little bit. And then I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution Hot Spice blush palette, and I'm using this color on the top corner here, just applying it on the apples of my cheeks and blending it back. It's so pretty. I actually haven't used this palette very much since I've gotten it, and I picked it up and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really pretty, and it's also an affordable makeup product, so go check it out. It's at Ulta. But then I'm just using this stippling brush to blend it out, and then moving on to highlighter. I'm using Gilded Honey by Laura Geller, one of my absolute favorites. Just gives a really pretty golden glow to the face. So I'm just hitting my cheekbones, my nose, and Cupid's bow, and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going back to finish the eyes, and I'm taking Cream, which is just a matte cream color, and I'm hitting that on my brow bones as well as my inner corners. I forgot to do that before, and so I just thought this was a really pretty color. It wasn't too intense, but just gave a really nice highlight on the brow bone and everything. And then I'm going back in with that garnet color, and I'm just taking it on a smudge brush and lining my bottom lash line. And I just started out little and just kind of started to smoke it out until it was how I liked it. And it looks so pretty on the lower lash line. Absolutely loved it. It just brought the whole eye look together. And then I'm just finishing off with a little bit of mascara. And then I also decided to dip my brush into my highlight and just apply this to my brow bone and inner corner just to give my eyes a little bit of glow as well. And then I'm just finishing off with a little bit of clear brow gel. Then moving on to my favorite part, the lips. I'm using MAC Whirl Lip Liner to line my lips as well as fill them in. This is such a pretty color. You could totally just leave your lips like this, but I'm going over that with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the color Mood. And this puts me in the fall mood. I absolutely love it. I know I'm going to be wearing this so much this fall. It's just perfect. Then I'm just setting everything with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and that completes this look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.